Previously on Elohim Eternal the Babel Code, Joshua found he could still fight with one arm by using his father's spear. Beyoz then heard Ruthia's side of the story, which indicated that a lot of the scriptures about the Cainites was actually propaganda. Finally, Lamech gave Joshua the mission of finding out who was behind the infernos, and the implications weren't good. Golan Heights. So what's this place's gimmick? And is it really okay for him to travel alone? Seems very dangerous. Do enemies respawn the moment I talk to it, or when they activate a specific command? And what about Beyoz? Wasn't he also doing his investigation? Yeah, there he is. I guess I'm not doing this alone, if I can save him. Somehow I knew it would be you. Thank the Cosmo Craters. Get me out of this thing. That thing is called a Mokesh, and it looks like it caught you good. It got lucky. Arg! Careful. Mokesh are quite sentient. They will react to your struggling. Get me out of here. You did nurse me back to health, so I suppose I owe you. What are you doing? Hold still. What? Wait a second. Thank you. Though I did see my life flash before my eyes. Good thing you didn't move. My aim would have been off. I could have cinched your eyebrows. You nearly had. We're even now, Attikan. What are you doing here anyway? I could ask you the same thing. I'm on my way to Sidon to see a prophet. A retired prophet by the name of Balaam. I see. That's who you're after too, isn't it? Perhaps. Then we might as well join forces. Did Alexandros send you? Or your father? No one sent me. I came of my own volition. Why? What are you after? It's something those Cainites we captured said. They seem to think they had nothing to do with the infernos at the battle at Mount Sinai. That's what you're investigating, isn't it? And you believe them? Not yet. That's why I'm going to Sidon. Maybe this Balaam can sort matters for us. Us? You mean me and you? Yes, I mean me and you. We're after the same thing, even if you won't admit it. Have you never heard of proverb strength in numbers? A proverb or platitude? Come now. You can't cover every elemental weakness, so it's actually a good thing to team up. I believe the Cosmic Creators brought us together for this very purpose. You just don't want to get caught by another Mokesh. That would be an added benefit. I thought you knew everything. The wise and powerful Judge Beyoz. Alas, my knowledge of Flora could use some polishing. Fine. We'll go together then. Just don't get in my way. You maybe have Jehudan, but I still don't trust you. Naturally. A Jehudan trusts an Attikan. What is Idin coming to? Come. If we hurry, we can get to Sidon before nightfall. What? He leveled up with me. Beyoz joined the party and will play alongside you. When you join when a new character joins the party, they will automatically level close to your party's current level. Oh, very convenient. You'll be encountering enemies as you travel through Golan Heights. It is best to be prepared, which means equipping your characters with the right equipment and the right magia. We already talked about elemental and divine magia. Equipping your characters with the right equipment is crucial to succeeding in Elohim Eternal the Babel Code. Like with divine magia, gear, weapons, and armor have benefits and consequences. There are weapons that increase elemental power or divine power, or increase agility, so you can have your turn come up faster in battle. Armor works the same. Some armor gives you more physical defense, but not a lot of magia defense and vice versa, or increases your agility. Different types of weapons and armors also have added bonuses, such as increasing resistance to ailments or providing a regen to your Lev, Nepish, or Divine Gauge. It's best to try and find a balance in your gear in between your characters. You also find accessories that can help with this balancing. For example, you equip yourself with armor that does not provide much physical defense, but a lot of magia defense and agility, then it's best to equip an accessory that will supplement your physical defense, or else you might get hit really hard physical attacks. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Experiment with your playstyle. Think about the divine magia you equip too. Finally, you can also equip elemental magia crystals from your gear. This will let you use elemental magia, more elemental magia than what the character can already currently use. Remember that the cost of an elemental magia crystallos is a blank crystallos. For now, head back to the Oak of Moreh and gear both Joshua and Beyoz in the way you want. Then, they could both use some new gear and some new divine magia. The Oak of Moreh will now allow you to purchase gear and magia. Finally, You already have the Wild Waste Divine Magia. I recommend the Breath of Life and Frozen Waters Divine Magia too. Grab some money. This won't come cheap. Reha. Wait, oh, does that mean all my party members will be waiting at every Oak of Moreh for conversations? Shadim roam these parts, so we should tread carefully. Don't forget to exploit enemy weaknesses once you learn what they are through Reha. And don't forget to refine your blind crystals into powerful divine magia and equip them to your Koshin. Okay, this is gonna be... elemental crystallos. I see, I can force them to learn more elements, but... If they cover 4 elements together, do I need to? That's the question. Two enemies. Oh, come on, they both had to mutate at the same time. Okay. What? I'm debuffed. Damn, they survived the Heavenly. Godly, and it still didn't even kill them in one hit. The hell? I'm still winning, but it's gonna be quite a battle of attrition in order to pull it off, huh? Okay, Ruach. Blue Chris. The first artifact. Leveled up and healed. Good. Talent. Okay, that's all the supplies in this little room. A bat. A bird. Rats with wings, or not. I'm just gonna guess lightning. Lightning and light? Not good. Give me all the money. More money. Hills of Refuge. The Golan Heights are known as the Hills of Refuge. Idinites conquered the hills during the war and took shelter in the caves that had once belonged to the Cainites. Judges, prophets, oracles, soldiers, and even their families lived in the caves hidden within the hills. Those who were not fighting in the war would mine the ore found in the caves and forge weapons and armor for the war effort. The caves and underground are usually home to the Cainites, and are seen as in the front of the cosmic craters. The Idinites rationalized that because the caves were above ground, it was permissible. Seriously? That's how far their culture would go against the Cainites. Can't even live underground, huh? I guess you could get ambushed, but still. I can't imagine what the war was like having to live in the caves, not knowing if the Idinite army would succeed or not. It's a blessing we've made it this far. I have your data. Ruach obtained. Green Chris. Stronghold. I give thanks to the cosmic creators with my whole heart, who watch over us and protect Hosanna's children. I'll be glad and exult in you. I will sing praises to your name, O cosmic creators. When the Cainites come from the Absu, your light will guide my sword, for you have maintained your just cause, to destroy those who would destroy us. You have rebuked the followers of Ahix. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. The cosmic creators sit enthroned forever, in the kingdom of heaven, in the light of Hosanna. The cosmic creators are a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of war. And those who know your name put their trust in you, for you, O cosmic creators, have not forsaken your creation. Most of the Psalms are about the war against the Cainites and seeking solace in the cosmic creators. Some of the judges who fought in the war claimed they could feel the cosmic creators guiding their every sword stroke or magia. Which way is the way forward? The cave seems like it should be a dead end. Yeah. Blank crystals. Yes, I could use that to maybe make more elements in case the boss requires it. I'll look at what the boss has first before deciding on what element to make. That's the best choice. Talent. Letter to Sarah. My dear Sarah, I have good news. We've driven out the Cainites from the eastern plains. Some of us have started to build us settlements there so we don't have to live in these dark, dank caves. We're thinking of calling the place Sidon. It could be our new home when the war is over. I have a house built there for us and our new family. I pray the cosmic creators our baby is born healthy and strong. We didn't give the name Esdras if it's a boy. It was my father's name. I can't wait to see you again when this war is finally over. Your loving husband, Hirian. This dates back to before Sidon was even a place where Idinites could live. Before then, it was a plain router side of the Cainites and Shadim. More money. And how far does this go? Another artifact. Reha. Oh, it's another one. That means the boss is coming up soon, huh? What's that heart symbol? That's suspicious. Don't we already have a healing point to begin with? What is that? Heart moments can be found during your travels through Idin. Oh, it's like a skit. Heart moments are small scenes between main characters that are captured at a certain moment in time. By watching heart moments, you can learn more about the characters you're journeying with and be rewarded with experience. Aha. Who knows what we'll find in Sidon? Hopefully Balaam can give us the answers we are looking for. How's the arm feel? It's fine. I have to say, you're the most talkative companion I've ever had the pleasure of traveling with. Talking can be a distraction. You never know when the Shadim might attack. Not all Shadim are dangerous. Besides, I'm not worried about a possible ambush. Well, you should be. It's because I wasn't worried enough that I lost my arm. And yet you still fight in cast magia. Very effectively too, I might add. Are you left-handed? Not usually, no. My father trained me to fight with either my right or left hand. That's impressive. I only know how to fight right-handed. Honestly, I'm not much for swordplay. You prefer magia? It's true. My brother Romeus is the brute force in the family. My skill lies in my brain what I can do with the crystals in my Koshin. What about your father? He's never been particularly stellar at either melee combat or magia. Brilliant strategist, though. Knows how to lead an army of Idinites. I've seen him around Jericho. He's always in the library. He's something of a history fanatic. It's mostly where I get it from. If you need a break to rest, we can. I imagine you're still adjusting to the lost arm. I am, but if we stop right now, we might not make it to Sidon before nightfall. Besides, keeping busy like this is helping with the annoying tingling sensation. I still reach for things with my right hand even when I know I can't. It's so strange. You'll get used to it. I better. Joshua leveled up. White Chris. Alright, let's take a quick peek and reload if I don't have the... depending on what element they have. I know I'm going to need to change at least one, give one of them an element, since they already covered different ones. What? No, it still keeps going. I was wrong. I thought we'd have a boss already. Okay, more Ruachs. It's a different type of enemy. Reha and Bazak, because I know you're weak to that. Nice. He doesn't have the right one. Gotcha. Ruach. Shadim. Shadim are the animals we see on the ground in the swars in the skies of Eden. But unlike the animals, the Shadim have metal parts. A Shadim that looks like a wolf might have a tail or a leg that is made of metal, for example. Because of this, many believe Shadim were Cainite abominations. But Shadim have shown aggression of both Idinite and Cainite alike, and not all Shadim are prone to attack. Rather, it's believed that the cosmic creators in their benevolence and grace created Shadim from wounded animals. It's not clear why some Shadim are still violent. Some theorize that Shadim aggression is a reaction to the corruption of Idin, and that once Idin is cleansed, so too will the Shadim be cleansed. Shadim that were peaceful? Now that isn't a thought. There seems to be more aggressive and violent Shadim than from what I can remember. Blank Crystallos in case I need to make more elements. Yeah, for dealing with round bells, I feel like I need to make at least one of each element. A trail of money. And an artifact. Completed. Tattered flag. This tattered flag is the original flag of the Idinite people that Avram, the forefather, carried in the battle against Cain and his Cainites. The symbol on the flag is an upside-down triangle, which represents the kingdom of heaven and Mount Sinai. Let's see what's in the cave. Lever boots. I'm guessing that's a speed type equipment. Yeah. Ruach. Koshin. The Koshin is the very heart of every Idinite that ever lived. It's located in the chest and feels almost like metal. But though it appears artificial, it is most certainly organic, as every newborn has a Koshin embedded in their flesh. Huh. In fact, the Koshin are part of their flesh. There are gaps in the Koshin, called channels, where the Crystallos are implanted. Once implanted, Crystallos can grant the wearer power to use magia. It's believed the Koshin is shared with the cosmic creators, and therefore the Koshin is how Idinites image their creators. The Koshin is everything to an Idinite. Removal of a Koshin is forbidden and will probably kill them. The rumors that an Idinite ended his own life when he forcibly removed his Koshin. He wanted to end his life. I can't imagine why he would want to separate himself from the cosmic creators. That is ominous. How did you become a judge at such a young age? You sure you want to hear it? I wouldn't have asked if I didn't want to know. Promise me you won't get angry or jealous. Jealous? Actually, I don't need to know. I can only assume your father made you... It was because of the prophets and oracles. They nominated you to become a judge, but why? What do they have to gain? I would have rather become a prophet than a judge, and the prophets and oracles would have welcomed me with open arms. But they thought I could do more if I was a judge, and that slowly I could rise through the ranks and become a member of the council like my father. Though I'm pretty sure my brother Romeus would take my power seat on the council. Why would they want you to be a member of the council? Probably to give them more power. For their own purposes. They know I have a sympathetic ear to prophets and oracles. They thought if I became a member of the council that I could help them further research and studies and provide them with respect and status. Right now, prophets and oracles don't believe they have much respect. They think they're treated as servants to judges. I don't think they're wrong in that either. You should see how Alexandros speaks to some of the prophets. Oh, I know. I've seen the same in Gemara. But it was Malachi who told me to go to Sidon and seek out Balaam. He told me too, and now we are here together. We're not together. We just all happen to be going to the same place. Searching for the same man. Exactly. Which means we're in this together. You're infuriating sometimes. I hear that a lot. Enough, let's sit out. Red Chris. It's starting to get dark. We might need to camp for the night. Let's keep going though and see how far we can get. I will not make any Crystallos until I see what the boss is capable of. Ideally, I could get one of each element, so that I will always be prepared. No matter what. We're getting close to Sidon. We should be able to see it just over this peak. We encountered a lot of Shadim along the way. I should double check my Koshin before we go any further. Yeah, I might want to put on the speed-based one, now that we're getting close. Yeah, speed, I feel like should be more important in a boss battle, considering bosses will most likely have more speed than regular foes. Well, against regular foes, you want to use the elemental attack boosting one so that you can finish them off quicker. There's Sidon, just over this hill. It's getting dark. We may need to camp for the night. It's not a bad idea. Will you be alright sleeping near an Attikan? I'm a light sleeper. Unfortunately for you, I snore. Did you just crack a smile? Don't flatter yourself. I saw it, no use denying it. So you have a heart after all. Of course I have a heart. Yeah, but now I know it's not frozen stiff. You enjoy torturing me too much. Come on, let's find a place to camp for the night. What? What in the Sheol was that? It must be a super Shadim. I don't know. Get down! Whoa! A flying type It's a Shadim, brace yourself. If it's flying, maybe it's weak to wind and lightning. In which case I better make one of those. I've never seen this beast before. It's massive. Here it comes. What is your weakness? Reha. And guard. Wait. I don't see a weakness. What is this madness? What do I do if it has no weakness? No. I should use my divine magia attacks in order to kill it. It's got a barrier. I don't think I can even find its weakness until the barrier's down. Wild Waste will cost quite a lot, though. Could be dangerous to use. Damn it, it's way too strong. Our attacks aren't getting through. How do we beat a barrier-using boss? The monsters don't like the Shadim. I may have an idea. What is it? But you have to trust me. I trust you. Do you trust me? Fine. Yes, I trust you. Just do whatever you need to do. Good. Now all you have to do is distract it. What do you mean? Distract it how? Use your magia. Yeah, how are we supposed to get past that barrier? Is there a trick to it? That's a brilliant plan? Just run, leave me as bait? Look out. Damn you to the Abzu, Beyoz. Never trust an Attikan. Do I have to use my divine one? Hell no. But he has high physical defense, so I might be able to outlast it anyways. Or not. Ow. Wild Waste, do I dare risk it?
Bruh.
2,000 and it's still... Wow. I can't keep this up forever. Stand back, Joshua. What do you do? I cracked this Aspida. Shadim like this one are able to produce a protective barrier around his body called an Aspida. Thanks to you, I've managed to destroy it. And here I was convinced you had left me for dead. Not after the tireless work of nursing you back to health after Mount Sinai. Of course you would throw that in my face. Keep your spirit up. The shame isn't done yet. Now it's for real. But what is your weakness, son? I actually need to I actually have to redo that entire sequence in order to find its weaknesses. If it's not... Oh, it's serious now. Ow. Heal yourself. And you... Use the Reha for real this time. Lightning and light, so I need to get a light type for you. Okay, reload and get back. I'll reload and get back to this later.
Round 2.
Ow. Okay. I know you're weak to light this time. And also lightning. Not good. Divinity, Breath of Life. Okay, I actually put a regen armor on him just so we could use Wild Waste. That was a lot of damage. Oh no, enraged! They can mutate themselves in the middle of battle? Blinded? Oh no. Use Breath of Life again. I missed! Anyways, you're kind of running low on resources yourself, aren't you? That was a good call. Ow. You can only use this once per battle. It doesn't really last long at all. Perfect. I'll use it right after his... Oh. Yeah, I'm using it right after his hit point cost skill. Perfect timing. Ah, didn't time it perfectly, but whatever. Oh no! Mass poisoning! Yeah, how about that? Just spam our two best divinities and we got this. Not good. The cooldown. This thing has a lot of speed. But one Wild Waste and you're done. There we go. That wasn't too bad because of my Wild Waste and healing spam. Entomo Bane. Entomo Part. Blank Crystals and Azure Chris. Nice. We did it! Well done, you fought well. Why aren't you a judge? I ask myself that question every day. We work well together. It might be the Jehudan blood in you. So I'm only one of you when it suits you. What was that ability you used? Judge's Revolt. It's a divine magia. It's highly effective against the Speedas, but won't do anything to hurt the Shadim. That could prove useful in the case we run into any more Shadim with a Speedas. How come it didn't show up in your skill list before? Does it have a high casting time? We most definitely will. Here, take my crystals and try it out for yourself next time we're faced with a Speeda. Are you sure? I wouldn't offer if I wasn't absolutely positive. Thanks. Now then, let's find ourselves a place to the rest of the night. Agreed. Can we make more of those? Divine Magia to break his Speedas. It's not listed in Beyoz's skill list though. That's weird. Judge's Revolt. But only one of us can use it. You had it in the first place, so I feel like canonically Beyoz should be the one to have it in his in here. But it lowers the user's physical defense. I thought it would have a long cooldown, limited usage. Can I get another one? Is the question. But what about Ruthia? We're not just going to leave her in prison for the rest of the game, are we? Is she going to break out? Do you need help? I'm fine. There's no shame in accepting help. You won't always be there with me, Beyoz. I need to learn to do this on my own. Fair enough. That looked difficult. I'd rather fight that Shadim again. Ha ha! You said you spoke to those captured Cainites. What makes you think they aren't lying to you? I don't think they're interested in lying to me. They have nothing to gain from it. You don't know that for sure. Maybe they want to gain your trust so they can turn on you later. The Cainites seek to destroy us. Maybe before, but I don't believe that's the case anymore. Careful, that sounds dangerously close to treason. Perhaps, but that girl was with them. What about her? Her name is Ruthia. She's not like the other Cainites. Sounds like you're drawn to her. Yeah, you have a crush on her. It's so obvious. She says her mother is from the other planet, the place we call Sheol, where we think the dead go to be with Hosanna's chosen people. So she's not fully Cainite. She claims her mother is one of Hosanna's chosen people. She could be lying. She called that planet Entomo. That girl Ruthia is half Cainite. She is fascinating, proud and strong. And yet I see a sense of kindness in her. She wants only the best for her people. For all people. You're quite taking with this Ruthia. Do you want to save her? If I can, yes. I think I have much to learn from her. You just uttered blasphemy. Whoever heard of an Idinite judge wanting to save a Cainite woman? Even if she is kinda cute. Half Cainite. For all we know, she could be half of Hosanna's chosen. What could you possibly learn from her? About this world. About life and death. I've studied it my entire life, but in one conversation this woman has changed my perspective. She has made me question everything I know. She made me see that whatever I do know is very little. What does it matter? Our lives are devoted to cosmic creators. We do their will. That is the purpose of our lives. You're just a bunch of disposable cannon fodder. And they will choose the moment we die. Do you never question? I question all the time. I want to know more about death, as morbid as that may sound. Ever since my mother died in the battle at Mount Sinai, I vowed to find a way to Sheol, or Entomo, whatever it's called. I thought if I found a way to Sheol, I might see my mother again. You clearly miss her a lot. Deeply, profoundly. You would have liked her, Joshua. She was a fearless judge. The one I call fearless, but some might call stubborn. You think I'm stubborn? Most people in your position would have quit the army after losing a limb. You, on the other hand, refused to back down. Just like her. What was her name? Rahab. A good Jehudan name. I'm sure wherever she is watching over you. I appreciate the sentiment, Joshua, but I don't know if I can believe that anymore. What's the alternative? That she no longer exists. That when she died, everything she was is now gone. She is nothing now. And one day we will be nothing too. That is grim. Okay. Continuing forward. Red Chris. We're so close to Sidon. I was there once as a young soldier, but I haven't been since I was appointed judge. Yes. Oh, he actually does have a little bit of dialogue here. So this is where you call home. It's a beautiful villa. I don't know how you could ever find the willpower to leave it. Let's head to Sidon and find out what we can about Balaam. Enter Sidon. Hopefully there will be no sudden ambush here from people who don't want us finding the truth. We finally made it to Sidon. Now we need to find Balaam. Any ideas where to start? I have no clue what the man looks like. Maybe we should ask around first. Good idea. Let's meet here again in a couple hours. Oh no, the party got split up. Or did it? I'm not sure. No, it didn't. Okay. Balaam? I think I know someone by that name. He wears a red robe. Used to be a prophet of some sort. Tougher to look for artifacts when in the sand since it's so bright, huh? I cannot enter every house. We need to find out as much as we can about Balaam. Let's take some time to ask around. I see Balaam practically every day. He's always in the sewers. I don't know what he does down there, but he sometimes goes in the morning and doesn't come out till late in the evening. A sewer hideout? No reason to head down to the sewers, even though the guy literally just told you it might be a clue. Yeah, I guess I have to talk to everyone who has relevant clues. Another artifact. You mean Balaam the Prophet? He lives here alright. Strange man, murders himself a lot. Speaks as though Adam and Eve are right next to him and he's having a conversation with them. Blue Chris. People from all over Eden come to Sidon for our fish. Because we're so close to the Reed River, the fish is always fresh. But be careful. As close as we are to Reed River, we're also just as close to the Dead Sea, and that swamp has nothing but poison and ruin. Once there was a seller here in Sidon that sold poisoned fish from the Dead Sea. It sickened a whole family, and one of that family's members even died tragically. Only buy from someone you can trust, like me. We have to find stock in all of Eden, let alone Sidon. Blank Crystallos. A heart event. Spiced Taliha recipe. Dear sister, I know you've been asking for Murder's recipe on her famous spiced Taliha. Before she passed away, Murder entrusted her recipe to me, and now I'm sharing it with you. Make this dish for your husband, and I will guarantee you'll dote on you as if you were a queen or a goddess. The ingredients: 1/3 a cup of Sidon olive oil, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 2 spoonfuls of sweet paprika, a half spoonful of hot paprika, a half spoonful of cumin, 2 tomatoes, 1 cup of water, 2 Taliha fish. Cook the fish in the spice and herb sauce and enjoy your meal. That does sound delicious. I might have to bring this recipe to Alana. Oh yes, no Balaam. He sounds for a man of his age, quite distinguished, but he has a fierce look to him. He tends to keep to himself. Updated. I've got a lot of information on Balaam. I should report back to Beyoz and see what he's found out. Not yet. Sidon artifact. Sidon plan. This old plan shows Sidon as it once was. It's just a couple of houses and large expanse of farmland. Eventually, the town expanded, building near the Reed River. Before it was a bustling town with a flourishing marketplace, it was a quiet farmland housing only a handful of families. It's too damn hot in Sidon. Sometimes I wish I lived in Hebron where the weather is colder. Then again, I'm not sure I want to live so close to the Ugarit border. At least in Sidon, we were far away from Cainite territory. Oh, I know the judges all say all the Cainites have been destroyed, but you don't see any Idinites settling in Ugarit now, do you? It's all wasteland now. Who could live there? Oh, Sidon is just as I remember as a child. Did your parents have a house here in Sidon? Oh no. My mother used to come here and she would bring my brother and I with her. She was the type of judge that would travel from place to place on different duties that were assigned to her. Occasionally, she'd bring us too. So you've traveled the world? Most of it, yes. She wanted my brother and I to experience as much of Eden as we could, and because we did it with her, we were considered safe. What kind of judge was she that she had to travel so much? I'm not sure. My father commanded soldiers and other judges. He was a strategic thinker in the family, but my mother would often go off on her own. It was as if she was on a secret mission on behalf of the Idinite judges. Secret missions? The more I hear about your mother, the more I respect her. I told you, you would have admired her. What about you? Did you travel much? Hardly. My father wanted me home with my studies, but studying always bored me. I wanted to see more of the world and I wanted to join him in battles against the Cainites. I think a part of him wanted me to be home where it was safe. We used to have soldiers stationed at our villa. Sounds like he loved you and your mother quite a lot. He loved us, yes, but he was also overly protective. I doubt he went on secret missions like your mother did. My mother was a handful. We could barely keep up with her. Did she ever tell you what those secret missions were? Never. By Sheol, I don't think even my father knew. Oh, there are rocks hidden behind the trees. Oh, that's tricky. Gotta walk behind trees just to be safe, huh? I have the freshest food available on the Sidon Strip. What makes your product better than the others? Our fish is harvested every morning from the Reed River, and we grow our vegetables in our own backyards. Unlike those other farmlands, we do our own planting, growing, and harvesting. Ours is run by our sons and daughters. Where are you selling? Poisoned fish? We sell white snapper and Taliha, straight from the Reed River. We also grow grapes, potatoes, carrots, and apples. If you buy 2 Talihas, we'll give you a mina of potato for free. Sorry, I'm not looking to buy. What? You don't eat? Of course they're looking to buy. Look, I never do this, but take a free sample. Go, cook it, eat it, and then I'll see you again when you crave more of it. White snapper? What am I supposed to do with this? Is there a cooking minigame in this game? I don't understand. One Reha. Hosanna, the Ancient of Days, the Alpha and Omega, knows all and is all. It was through Hosanna that existence itself came into being. Hosanna is infinite, though the physical manifestation of Hosanna is no more after the sacrifice to destroy Ahix. Hosanna lives on the planets, the stars, in Ruach, and in crystals. Anything and everything is Hosanna because Hosanna created it. There is no before Hosanna and there will be no after. All worlds and its inhabitants may pass away, even the kingdom of heaven, but Hosanna will always be. The worlds in the kingdom of heaven await the day of the Lord when Hosanna will be manifested in the physical realm. I would sacrifice all to only catch a glimpse of Hosanna. When the days of the Lord finally arrives, I hope to be sang with him. Balaam sounds like an odd fellow, and we see no trace of him at all. We shouldn't give up yet. Let's go over what we found out from the townspeople. Is that not him? He fits the description. Certainly looks like any prophet I've seen. What do you think you're doing? Going to talk to him, obviously. Oh? And what are you going to say? Hi, hail Balaam, we've been sent by the judges. What do you know about infernos? Of course I'm not going to say that. Don't be ridiculous. Exactly my point. What do you propose we do? We follow him. He was a prophet, which means he must have a place where he conducts his research and study. He's no longer a prophet. Maybe not officially, but a person of knowledge is never quenched. Trust me on that one. I've trusted you before. And so trust me again. What we have to do is keep a safe distance and watch what he does. Come on, before we lose him. This sounds overly convoluted. Now we have to do an entire sewer dungeon, huh? He went down to the sewers. Then that's where we need to go too. Agreed. But we should check our gear and potions before heading inside. There's no telling what we'll find. You suspect trouble? From Balaam, not necessarily, but it's likely we'll run into Shadim. Understood. Let's not waste any more time. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Elohim Eternal. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.